Hey, John Ludi here, JOHNLUDI.com, and I'm wearing something that I would normally not be caught dead wearing, a baseball cap. I hate the friggin' things. But I'm wearing this one because I worked for these people last summer, and they very nicely allowed me to prolong my adolescence and my semi-retirement for yet another half of a year. So thanks be to them, and if you want some tasty organic vegetables as a CSA share, and you live in the Driftless region, anywhere between, like, I think, Dubuque and Madison, look these people up. They do good work. Yummy veggies. Okay, putting that little bit of promo aside, Hot Springs Part 2. A little bit of backstory to all this. I had switched from Windows to Linux because Windows... but unfortunately for video making, Linux too also. So unable to expedite things as fast as I thought I could, sadly. So I had to switch back to Windows 10 specifically, and well, there it is. Unfortunately, I'm able to do videos on Windows about 3 times as fast as I could on Linux, although Linux is wonderful for a lot of other reasons, so I'll probably be sticking with both. But Hot Springs, Hot Springs, Arkansas, wonderful place, almost kind of want to move there. Really neat, and I don't want to interject or interrupt much except for some of the walking around shots if I include them. So these are some of the other high points that I found in my little visit last winter to Hot Springs, Arkansas. And I'm hoping to get more of these videos done faster. Ironically enough, I'll probably be on the road again this winter editing videos from last winter. Yeah, okay. So here it is, Hot Springs Part 2. Enjoy. Bye.
I'm Zach Smith. I'm the manager of KUHS LP Hot Springs 97.9, KUHSradio.org. We are solar-powered community radio for Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Oh, cool. So how long has the station been around?
We got our license to cover on August 9th, so we have not even been up a year.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much. We were part of the, we filed during the October 2013 filing window for low power FM. Okay. It's a license that is designed to slot in small nonprofit community stations in between the coverage pattern of all of the big stations that are out there. The law was originally written in the late 90s, and like 99 or 2000, in reaction to the great media consolidation that resulted from the 1986 FCC revamp. And there has been a lot of pushback because a lot of communities felt like they no longer had a local voice, that their radio stations had been taken over by
Clear Channel.
Yeah, from corporate interests from outside. So there was a lot of pushback, a lot of activists got this law written. The first filing window was in like 2001, 2002, and then the second filing window was in 2013. And so some friends of mine and I, we were looking at it and we decided to do it. We are a project of Low Key Arts. Okay. They are the nonprofit, and they are a local community arts organization that runs the Valley of the Vapors Independent Music Festival, which is coming up in March. They do Hot Water Hills, which is a music festival, an arts festival in the fall. They do Inception to Projection, which is a film class for teens and adults. And then they do the Arkansas Shorts, which is a festival of short film that's held in January. And then they also do KUHS.
Okay. Now, KUHS, does it focus, describe the content? I mean, is it like across the board in terms of news, music? Do you focus on local artists? You know, how?
Yeah. So we air primarily music. Okay. We are DJ-driven variety format. So okay. Every DJ who shows up on a regular basis gets to play whatever they want. We try for a variety of music, but we also like to concentrate on stuff that isn't being played anywhere else in the dial. So if someone comes wanting to put a straight classic rock show, we might opt for something else because we've already got one of those covering this market. We do have some talk shows that focus on various things like the nonprofit community. We've got one called Lady Bits. We've got some gamers. We've got some Celtic religion guy. But we focus primarily on music. We don't have any local news per se, except for what the DJs mentioned incidentally, but that is definitely in our future plans. And we definitely encourage all our DJs to reach out to local musicians as much as possible. We've got Local Variants, which has live music in studio on Tuesdays. We've got $5 Ticket, which concentrates on the van bands that run through here. And of course, during various parts of the year, for example, during the Valley of the Vapors Music Festival, we're going to turn a full hour in the morning over to talking with the bands that are traveling through and talking about the music that's being played here in town and trying to put a focus on that. So we do encourage it, but again, DJs get to play what DJs want to play, and though we absolutely encourage as much local content as we can, and most of our DJs are really invested in that as well. That is most of the people who play music here, that's also part of their heart.
Oh, cool. And that's the
This is Aaron Brewer, who is playing ADHD radio right now. He's from 11 to 1, I believe, and then at 1 in comes Kevin with the $5 ticket.
Okay. Well, great. Anything else you'd like to say? Or?
Yeah, we stream live at KUHSradio.org if you want to pick it up on the road. Like I said, we're variety, so if you turn it in and you don't like what you hear, try us back in 2 hours because there's going to be someone else playing something different.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for stopping in and saying hey to us.
All right. What a really cool architecture here. And this kind of stretches on and on and on. Pretty little areas like this. Reasonably well kept up, it looks like. Not a whole lot of trash flying around. This just stretches on and on for blocks. All this really cool and funky stuff. Yeah, you could definitely spend a couple of days here. Alright, this is what I'm talking about right here. 10 free things to do in Hot Springs. They have their own wax museum. Obviously I'm here during the off season, but there seems to be a certain amount of stuff still going on here. I forgot, eh? You know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is a place called Stringy Dingy, and because I've got this childlike thing, or some would say just stunted thing, I just have to check this place out. Hi. Wow. Quite a barrage.
All right. I am listening, but I've also got a customer.
They have a cat. I instantly like the place if they have a cat. Hi. I counter cat. Your name?
My name is David Mills. I was born here in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Lived here all my life.
All right.
We have a shop here called the Hot Springy Dinghy. We're here at Hot Springs National Park. We're a little dinghy, so it's the Hot Springy Dinghy. I make pottery. I throw on the wheel. My wife makes costumes. We make costumes to rent. We also make them to buy. But yeah, we have just about anything and everything you want. We have gag gifts and jewelry, some fine jewelry. Time to get some because it's almost Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And since I've lived here all my life, I know everything there is to know and where to get it and what to do with it. And if I don't know, I'll make something up. I used to be a tour guide. I drove a bus, taking people around, but I also drove the sightseeing ducks, take people out to the lake. And yeah, I know just about everything there is to know about Hot Springs.
Oh, cool. Yeah, people. I was staying up in the Ozarks, and people said, well, you got to check out Hot Springs as opposed to Little Rock, and they were right. Little Rock's kind of boring.
Yeah, Little Rock's the biggest city in the state. That's where the capital is, but this is a national park.
Yeah.
It's the only city in the United States that's surrounded by national park.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And we've got lots of beautiful lakes. Lake Ouachita is zero pollution.
Yeah.
It's in the top 3 cleanest lakes in the country.
Wow.
Surrounded by national forest. Nobody gets to live on it. That's why it's clean. We also, we have the racetrack, Oak Lawn Racetrack. It's been here for 100 years or more.
Wow.
The Arkansas Derby always sends a contender to, the Kentucky Derby.
All right.
This last horse that won the Triple Crown won the Arkansas Derby. Pretty cool.
Cool.
And just the other day, a deer, an 8-point buck, ran down the sidewalk here in front of the store.
I live in a yurt in the woods of Wisconsin, so I get deer coming up to my door every day.
Right.
That's
And there was a bear up Ramble Street, about a block from here the other day, and they captured it and took it up northern Arkansas and released it. But keep your eyes open; it might come back.
don't worry me. They generally don't eat people.
Oh yeah, bears on a dead trot can run 40 feet in a second.
Wow. See, I can't.
I can't run 40 feet in a second.
Yeah, I think
if I see one,
hard pressed to run like 2.
Yeah. On a quick sprint, they can run 40 feet a second.
That's a lot of animal, at a lot of speed. Well, cool. Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you. This is neat. You too. Thank you. Yeah, neat little. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, seemed like a nice guy.